Stop for a second, right now in the middle of your busy day, and ask yourself, am I just surviving, or am I actually building the version of myself that I want in the future? Because the truth is, making yourself a priority and the hustle isn't just busyness or noise or chaos. It's where your future self is created. Every appointment that you keep, every meal you grab on the go, every late night email, every yes or no. These aren't just moments. They're the blueprint for who you become. The decisions you make every single day either bring you closer or further away from the future you. You know, we live in a world that celebrates busy, but rarely asks if busyness is building us up or breaking us down. The real question isn't, how do I get through today? It's, how do I make today count for the person that I want tomorrow? Your health, physical, mental, and emotional, is not a luxury that you get to after the hustle's over. It's the foundation that lets you keep showing up and keep growing into your best self. Daily decisions are what lead us to our future self. And every day is an opportunity to be the best future self we can be at the end of the day. So if that's true, then every day is a chance to cast a vote for your future self. So what choice are you going to make today? Let's talk about it. Welcome to episode 32 of Making Mal Health in the Hustle. This podcast is a place where motherhood meets muscle, ambition meets exhaustion, and figuring out how to prioritize my health journey into the insanely beautiful chaos of a busy life is what I talk about. Some days it's going to look messy, and other days flawless. But no matter what kind of day I'm having, I can assure you I will tell the truth and do my best to give you some good ideas and insight to help you prioritize your own journey. So let's talk about building the bridge to your future self. The choices that we make every day and every week aren't just routines. They're the bricks that build the path to the person we want to become. Every single day, you're laying down bricks on the path to your future. The routines you keep, the boundaries you set, and the moments you choose yourself over convenience, they all matter. Progress isn't about perfection. It's about showing up, even when it's messy. So the next time you're faced with a choice, ask yourself, is this a vote for the future me that I picture or not? Whether it's what you eat, how you move, or what you say yes or no to, each decision is a vote for your future self. Look, hustle's real and it's messy. I've been struggling for the last 2 weeks to get regular meals in, and some of them have been skipped. I recognize that my sleep has been less than I need. I have allowed my current schedule in the midst of launching this business to take over my normal operating procedure, and it's time to stop and reset. Launching a business isn't for the faint of heart, y'all. I was sick for a few days from burning the candle at both ends, and school starts back up in 16 days for the semester. I'm going to have to start blocking off time and learning to protect my time and my peace so that I have the ability to get to my future self. You know, Coach Val is talking about getting to your future self this week as we finish up our free workshops. Sometimes the healthiest choice is the hardest one to make. Do you know how difficult it's going to be for me to block off time right now? I just took a few weeks of just grinding life out the way I needed to, and I've learned so much over the last few weeks. I learned how to build a website, how to embed Zoom links into a website, parsing, which is a way to program and pull information onto a spreadsheet from your email. And all of this was necessary for the business end of things. But I got to get my concentration back where it needs to be on the heavy metal so that I can focus on my July powerlifting goals. Every small action, every single day adds up, and it propels you forward or it holds you back, and you get to decide. The choices you make daily aren't just about ambition or checking off a to-do list. It's about resilience. It's about showing up for your friends and your kids and yourself in a way that keeps you moving forward even when life gets messy. The hustle is where you learn what you're made of. But here's the twist. If you don't prioritize your health in the middle of all of it, the hustle will burn you out instead of building you up. That's why every small choice you make matters. What you eat, how you move, how you rest, and what you say yes or no to, those things matter because of that. You know, a lot of people are talking about goals and words of the year right now. In the beginning of the year, that's a time when everybody chooses that. They choose resolutions or, it's a chance for you to set your compass for the year so your direction towards your future self is clear. I love the idea of choosing a word for the year. And I've heard many over the last few days. Cradle, empowered, amity, strength, power, peace, strong, and even powerful, spelled Powherful. Thank you for that one, Angie. These words aren't just pretty intentions. They are filters for action. When you are faced with a decision, ask yourself, does this move me closer or further away from the direction I'm headed? Setting annual goals or picking a word for the year gives you that direction and motivation. It helps you to stay focused even when life gets chaotic. What if you could filter every single decision through that single word, like courage? When life gets chaotic, your word can become your compass. Write it down, keep it visible, and let it remind you of the direction that you're headed when things get tough. My word for 2025 was opportunity. And I got to be honest, I crushed that one. Crushed it. This year, my word is acceleration. That word means an increase in speed or the rate at which something happens. And this is my entire world at this stage. 2025 was the dress rehearsal for what's coming in 2026. It's about intentionally picking up the pace on my progress. It's not just moving forward. It's moving forward faster with more energy and purpose. Pushing to make progress more quickly. Embracing momentum. Taking bold steps, even when it feels incredibly uncomfortable. Focusing in on action that moves me closer to my goals rather than staying stuck in routines that don't serve me. It's about turning up the dial on my efforts so I can reach my goals sooner and with greater impact. And health has got to be my ultimate focus. Think of your health as an engine that powers your hustle. Without it, every single thing in your life grinds to a screeching halt. When you choose to take care of yourself, you're not being selfish. You are investing in your future self. You're making sure that the person you're becoming is strong enough, present enough, and resilient enough to handle whatever life throws your way. Every healthy choice is a vote for the future you that you want, not just the present that you're trying to survive. How you see yourself shapes your behaviors. It has to do with identity. If you identify as someone who's strong, present, and powerful, you start acting that way. The habits that you build today are the foundation for the person that you are going to become tomorrow. So as you go through your week, remember, every small action is a vote for your future self. That person isn't far away. He or she can be waiting for you to show up so you get closer every single day. Every small action, every workout, every mindful meal, every boundary that you set is taking you a step closer. So as you listen today, don't just think about what you have to do. Think about who you want to become. Intentionally make choices that work for you, not against you. Let's figure out how to put health at the center so your future self can look back and say, I'm really proud of the choices you made, even when it was hard. Before you step into the whirlwind of the rest of your day, remember this. Your decisions are not just about getting through that to-do list. It's about building the foundation for the person you want to become. Every choice, every boundary that you set, every time you put your health first, you are casting a vote for the best future self that you can possibly have. Now, the world will always demand more of your time, your energy, and your attention, but only you can decide to invest in the version of you that you want. Remember, honesty and intention are your best tools. The future you isn't a fantasy. He or she is a result of every single decision you make, every goal that you set, and every time you choose to show up for yourself. Give yourself grace on the messy days. Celebrate your wins and keep moving forward. You don't have to wait for the perfect moment to start. The future you is built in the messy, ordinary moments of every single day. So give yourself that permission to show up and make the hard choices. Because one day, you'll be able to look back and realize you didn't just survive. You transformed. And your future self's going to thank you for every single step you took in that direction, even when it was hard. Keep moving forward. I'll be here cheering you on, and I can't wait to see where you end up this year. Until next time, onward and upward, my friends.